As you can see on screen now, this is the layout for the build that we will be doing today. So let's jump right into it. First thing we're going to be doing is grabbing oak logs, and you will need barrels. We're going to build up 3 from this. We're going to place 2 logs and then 1 barrel on top, and that will give you a 4 high pillar. And then once we've done this, we can connect them all together except for the middle pillar. We will connect that at a later point because we're going to make that into a tower. Now obviously it's in the middle, it's not quite central. This is because based on how small the build is, we will need to add a tower into it. As I wanted a tower in this, and it kind of is how the build goes. It doesn't quite fit right in the middle, so it does have a slight offset to it. But it does work perfectly, so don't worry too much about that. And then, yeah, once you've completed this, finishing up with the logs, just head to the central point here, or not quite central, but almost central. We're going to start building that tower like I was talking, and we're going to go with 3 up from where you built, and then 4 with a barrel on top. So we're going to have, once again, 4 high pillars, but obviously having that barrel on top. The barrel is just for detail, you don't actually need it. You're more than welcome to use oak logs. I would say use the barrels because they are much better when it comes to texturing, and they're giving that slight extra bit of detail, so it's one of those. As you can see here, this is basically the frame complete. Now we're going to start on the roof. So we're going to use dark oak as a good outline for the roof, and we're just going to build some stairs up all the way and then cross one over from where your door would be. So our door would usually be here. I'm going to cross one over there. If you need to, feel free to slow down the video, and then it will make your life a lot easier to see what I'm doing. And then you want to go 3 stairs down and then place slabs like this, basically just kind of coming down like a staircase. And then once you get to the bottom here, you can have 1 slab that sticks out from the corner. And then just for now, you can place some stairs. And then we could have a slab there, or we can go with an upside down stair and a normal stair and keep this design little pattern that I've got, and then have a slab on the end. And then we will connect this up, copying the roof from the back here. So you can come across like this, and you can actually change this little path of stairs going across later on to the exact same design that we did with the upside down stair as well, which we'll do that in a bit. But for now, I'm just going to get the base of the roof down. So you want to keep building like this. You can keep it like how I've just done it there, but we will be changing it because the roof design for the next pillar will actually need us to change it slightly. But all we're doing is copying the front roof design here, and I will actually show you later on. We're going to change this roof very slightly, just that top piece on the back, because it will integrate with our next roof. So now we can actually start with this next roof in a second. We'll just switch out these blocks here like I was talking about, and then we'll swap out this block, and we can begin on our next roof, placing a stair, a backward stair, then a plank, then a stair, then a backward stair, then 2 planks, then a stair, then a backward stair. But we'll have the backward stair facing the middle because that's going to be our center point. And then we basically just copy this on the other side. Gives you this more kind of medieval roof on this top, and that just kind of blends in nicely with the roof that we've got on the bottom there, due to the fact that they kind of cross on the other side, which is quite nice. Obviously you won't need to do what you've done on the front here for the back, because the front roof doesn't quite reach the roof that we're building now, so it only happens on the back. But once you've done the back bit, all you need to do is copy it on the front, and then you can fill it in nice and easy. And then yeah, that is pretty much everything done for the roof. Just filling everything in, and then finding out where your windows and things are going to be. You can have windows in your roof if you want to. But as you see here, now that we've come down here, we don't need to fill the cross section on that one. We can fill that in later on. But we're just going to quickly finish off this top part of the roof. We're going to use 2 trapdoors, a slab, and then we're going to use slab in the middle as a temporary block. Place some stairs against that, and then fill the slab up. So we've got a nice little kind of slanted roof at the top, so it kind of goes up to the top and then slants down, giving us this nice little height to it. Now you just want to fill in the roof. This is nice and simple. This is just going to require quite a few stairs, and you'll come all the way across. As you can see here, now you can fill in that roof of what I was talking about. And then obviously now we've got spruce as well, so that dark oak gives you a nice outline to the build, and the spruce here, it's just a filling block, and it's just a nice little mixture. If you are trying to place on top of barrels as well, do sneak as you won't open them like I just did there. And then around the back front here, you can place a slab as well at the top where I've just missed that block. I will do that in a second, I just completely forgot about it. And then here you want to place some slabs, and then you will actually need to knock out these 2 blocks here that I just placed. Or you can have trapdoors. But I'm going to knock them out, and I'm going to place them down in this little corner here. This won't be video viewable from inside, so you can place a full plank there, or 2 slabs on top of each other to make a full plank, and then just 1 across. Now you can fill in that 1 gap that I did if you didn't already, and then begin texturing the inside of the build. Now from here I'm just using stripped spruce and normal spruce planks, and I'm going to use a spruce stair as well for the door. And we're going to go around finding out where we want our windows and things. So I'm going to have 1 window on this front section here, and then I'm going to have 1 window on the side section here. Going to fill this one all the way in, and then I might have 1 on this back section here. And then we have another one on this corner over here. And then we can fill this section in too. Very nice and simple, nothing too hard about that. Now that we've filled in the bottom floor, we're going to head up to the top floor, or the second floor, and we'll fill in all these. They're pretty much all going to have windows on them. And then on this top section, you just bring it down like so, add in some stairs, and then you can add a glass pane in that in a minute. But for this middle section here, we're just going to add in a simple design that gives us windows on all sides, so we can kind of see outwards. And then we fill in the top section again, and you want to go up, go to the top, go 1 block, then a stair, then a block, and then you can place your glass panes in there later on. And then you just want to fill this middle section in here, and then you will go around the back and do the exact same thing, filling in that middle section too. If you do get stuck on any of this, feel free to slow down the video. I'm trying to explain it as much as I can, but I think everything should make sense if you just kind of watch, and if you need to slow down, feel free to do so. Now you want to whack out these 2 blocks in the top here, and then twist these stairs. This will give you a nice little walkout area, and we can begin building our nice little balcony. Now we're going to knock out these top stairs here, and change those to planks. Gives you just a bit of area to walk out, and then we're going to have some upside down stairs, so we've got a bit more space to work with. Then we're going to add in some walls, and then a fence on top of that. We're going to add in a bunch of campfires against these. But we will need to add in the gates as well, just kind of securing a nice place so you can't fall off. Also gates and walls give a nice little wavy effect, so take note of that one. And then we're going to just place the campfires and then knock them out with shovels, and then you can place some trapdoors in there, just giving it a nice little effect. Obviously you don't have to place all the campfires at once, it's really up to you. If you only made so many and so many trapdoors in survival, feel free to do that. And then you can place a door at the top here, and you've got a nice little entrance there. Now that that's complete, we can start grabbing a few blocks to kind of decorate this build and fill in, you know, the empty blanks like windows and things. So we can fill in these windows. We can fill in the door too. Then we can add a bit of design around the sides, so we're just going to add some stripped spruce logs and the spruce stair on top of each kind of frame section here. And that will give you a nice little expansion to the build, just gives it a bit of thickness on the bottom there. Then we're going to add a nice little kind of overhang porch area at the front here. Just by using some cobblestone walls, and then we're going to do the campfire, extinguish those, and then we're going to place some trapdoors as well like we did up the top, just to give it a nice little effect, kind of making it look a bit more broken. If we could quickly grab those trapdoors. Now I put one on the end here, later on changed that because I thought that didn't look so great. I can then put it back to another campfire. Add in a lantern on the porch there. Then fill in the rest of your windows. And if you really want to, you can add some lanterns up to this top porch as well. So now you've got a little balcony up the top here, so you can walk out from and just take a look across your world. Now we're just going to add some little kind of style to it. So we're going to have these oak log beams coming out the top roof. And we're going to make those about 3 long. We're going to place trapdoors on the first one. Then we're going to place a stair on top of that. Then a stair on the bottom in the inside of there. Let's change that to a plank. Then we're going to grab grindstones and then make this kind of like a twisted chain. So we're going to go at different angles like so. I'm going to add a lantern to that. So now we've got this hanging lantern from this giant chain. And you can add a trapdoor on the top here as well. Looks like some sort of support beam. Then around the back. Instead of doing a stuck out kind of log design, just get a chain and you can do a nice little 3 chain or 2 chain with a lantern on it, or even 1. It's really up to you how like lengthy you want that chain. Then we're going to go around the side of the house, just decorate with some grass blocks, oak trapdoors, spruce. Well, actually I'm going to change these oak trapdoors to spruce, and I'm going to use the oak trapdoors for window shutters. And then you can add some leaves as well, just to fill in some of that space. Due to having window shutters, you won't be able to place grass blocks and trapdoors down for the kind of little flower beds, purely because they're going to kind of like intertwine with each other, and it won't quite work. So you will have to use things like leaf blocks, and you can't place flowers on top of the grass blocks because of the shutters that are in the way. So take note of that one. So if you can't do that, just add in a leaf block underneath the shutters. And then just go around and add some more in. Then from here we can add a little stick out beam, not as long as the front one. And we can have a chain coming off of that with a lantern too. Then we can add a gate in here. And then on top of that gate, we can have a leaf bush, but also we can add this little wavy trapdoor effect. And then we can add another little grass section up the top by this window. Add in some more window shutters here and on the front. Go around and decorate using these buttons just on the stripped logs around the side that kind of give that extra thickness to the build. You can add some gates with leaves on top here as well for a bit more detailing. And then do the same on the back too. Add in any window shutters you've kind of missed like I have done here. Then you can just kind of get ready to add in some flowers and things, but we can add a wavy trapdoor at the front here with a lantern. Now we can just run around and add some flowers. I'm just going to use azure bluets and rose bushes. It's really up to you what you want to use. Obviously you can use any flowers you want, so don't feel like you have to use the same ones as me. I'm using the smaller flowers at the windows so you can actually see out the windows, and the larger flowers on the side. Then you can add a pot of a sapling next to that window as well to give a nice bit of design, and then add some trapdoors on these underparts of the stairs here, just to give a nice bit of thickness and a bit of height and depth to it. And then a chain and a leaf at the front. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you all soon. Peace.